Yeah, Coach McIntyre called him one of the more unheralded players in that playoff run, just a kind of a do-it-all type of guy. Whatever needs to happen, he's going to do it. He can rebound, he can score, he can also play baseball as well. Incredible athlete, 6'5" senior leadership coming from him as well.
All right, meanwhile for the Richland Bombers, well, this young man just happened to break a little bit of a record the other day. Landon Northrop.
50-something-year-old record, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the all-time scoring leader for Richland High School. What hasn't been said about him in his career, he's averaged 25 points this year. He leads the team in steals, which I don't think we talk about a lot, but he averages probably about 2.5 to 3 steals a game. You can't punish him and put him to the line. He'll beat you there. He's 77% free throw shooter, and he shoots 42% from three-point, and he's a do-it-all kind of player. Him and Lance Hornevet, if they have a day today, it's going to be a very, very interesting game for both teams.
Yeah, he was the leading scorer of last year's state tournament. Well, I cannot wait for this one. It's Richland, it's Gonzaga Prep. We could see this again at state, quite possibly. We're going to see it here tonight. You're watching high school basketball on SWX.
Podcasts.
Announcing the starting lineups for both sides, the Gonzaga Prep Bullpups and the Richland Bombers, and in typical Richland fashion, at Art Daywall Gymnasium, younger and older to high school students, all lining the courts to give a little high five, maybe a little smack, a little dance or whatever it is. To get the starting lineup. First, for the home side, the Richland Bombers, Landon Northrop, the 6'5" senior. Lance Hornevet, the 6'8" senior. Braylon Edwards, the 6'2" senior. Josiah Scacco, 6'4" senior, though he's a little shorter since he got his hair cut. And then the 6'3" junior, Jackson Woodard. And let's now tune it over to the Richland High School pit band playing us our national anthem. see the Richland student section in white out attire all ready for this one. By the way, just to wrap it up, Richland Bombers coached by Earl Stroyford in his 27th season ahead of the green and gold. Meanwhile, for the Gonzaga Prep Bulldogs, they're led by Matty McIntyre in his 17th season, taking this team to a state title in 2025. We've got Ryan Carney, Jackson Mott, Carter Nilsson, one of their top scorers last year in that state title run. Dylan Groves, and then wrapping up the starting five, Jack Pierce, who had a big game against Hanford in the district quarterfinals. Electric environment in here, Jason.
Absolutely. We got here pretty early. You know who got here earlier than us? That student section over there. You had to get here an hour and a half early to get into that student section. I don't know if you had to bring your own white shirt or not. Looks like they coordinated that.
Part of it wins the tip. It'll be Richland basketball to start. They're in the white jerseys with the green letters and numbers and yellow highlights. Gonzaga Prep in the navy blues with the white letters and numbers and the gray highlights. As first miss goes to Gonzaga Prep. 3 out of the corner for Nilsson. Off the mark. Both missing their first shots of the night. Skako to the lane on a great pass from Landon Northrup.
We talk about Northrup scoring so much, but he's a playmaker as well. Leads this team in assists, 122 on the year.
Yeah, I don't think he's one of the all-time great scorers for Richland history, but he also will distribute as needed. Steal there too and Hornevet for 3, knocks it down. Early 5-0 lead for the Bombers.
31% three-point shooter on the year, and that's so dangerous, him getting going early. Now Gonzaga Prep's going to have to come out, defend him deeper on the perimeter if he's going to heat up like that.
Nice look down low, but Pierce not able to complete it. Richland one and done for Gonzaga Prep. So the Bombers, they have not beat Gonzaga Prep in 15 years. Will fade away from Hornevet, no good. Rebound put back by Northrup, can't get it to go. And looking to run are the Bullpups. To the basket, Carney to the hoop. Oh, it goes in and out for Ryan Carney. So Richland now back on the attack. Hornevet trying to take advantage of his size on Carney. Now they work it out. Northrup, top of the key for 3, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Groves. I was asking some folks about this Gonzaga Prep team, and I'm told it's a different hero every night. There's not one particular guy you can focus on. That's why they're ranked 6th by the Coaches Association in Washington. Richland ranked 1st in that same poll. Down low, Pierce again, pump fake. Just a little bit of a cold start right now for the Bullpups. Pierce trying to get the steal on Northrup, but foul's called. That'll be the first foul of the contest. Jack Pierce's first. First team foul as well. 2 minutes, 6 seconds gone here. Northrup, right side, back to Hornevet. He's well beyond the three-point line. But the Eastern Washington commit can't hit from range if he needs to. Northrup drives, stops, pops from the free throw line. Good. His shots rarely move the net either.
Yeah, just such a pure release. Good little jab step there. Got the defender to bike, put him back on his heels. Good finish.
Nice take, Ryan Carney for 2. Finally, Gonzaga Prep gets on the board. Jackson Withrow trying to respond quickly. No good. Rebound collected by Groves. The Bullpups trying to go 2 in a row. Pump fake from Groves. Gets it to go over Hornevet.
Love that choice by Groves, being aggressive, going right at Hornevet, making him make a decision.
Now Hornevet, he's trying to shoot the 3. No good. And just like that, Gonzaga Prep 3-point away from tying this one. Nice job, though, as Braylon Edwards is fouled. That will be on Carney.
I think that's going to be a second, right?
That'd be his first.
First, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got one. Jack Pierce has one.
Pierce, you're right.
Here to watch the move by Groves. Gets into the lane, just uses his strength. Little pump fake. Then up and over Lance Hornevet. 7-4 our score. Northrup, right wing. Looking, being guarded by Carney, trying to back him down. Little fall away jumper. Nestles ever so softly into the hoop. So he's now the all-time career leading scorer in Richland Bomber history. A establishment record. That's an unbelievable record to have. Loose ball, Skako with the steal, tries to get it out on the run. Nice defense there by Ryan Carney.
Heck of an athletic move by Carney to not bowl over the cheerleading section as well. It's almost dangerous. How about this defense from both squads so far, though? Active hands, playing passing lanes.
That's why they're in this game in the first place, and two teams that are going to be considered to be deep runs at the Dome. Northrop misses the three. Pierce over the corner to Nilsson. Now the work outside to Mott. Carney takes Northrop to the hoop, gets it to him. Ryan Carney for two. A 6-2 run right now by the Bullpups. Hornevent. With the flush slits. Hornevent gets that student section going. They foul, and we'll take a timeout. 3:46 to go in the first. It's Richland 11, Gonzaga Prep 6. You're watching high school basketball on SWX. Tonight's game sponsored by Jewelry Design Center. We want to be your jeweler for life. Good look there at Matty McIntyre, head coach of the Gonzaga Prep Bullpups. I mean, and look at it. 342 and 85, an 800 winning percentage.
That's
unbelievable.
I would say that's not bad at all.
They know a little thing about basketball if you got the name Gonzaga attached to you, that's for sure. Prep Bullpups girls playing at Chiawana earlier today in a district championship game. That one was good. It went the way of the Riverhawks. Chiawana wins 59-52, both likely to make some noise as well in the Tacoma Dome.
Mm-hmm. What a day for just Eastern Washington basketball, 509 basketball in general.
Checking into the lineup for the first time is Vince Moore. Now they got Pierce left corner. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Nice find. They kick it out. Carney is going to top of the key for three. Off the mark. No good. Rebound. Hornevent able to collect it. Nice thing about Hornevent for Richland is that not only can he get up and get the rebounds, he also handles the ball really well. He'll go play the three, probably in Eastern Washington. And Skako commits the foul. First personal on Josiah, second on Richland. Standing room only at Art Daywall Gymnasium. The hangar, as they call it, here at Richland High School. Now Groves trying to fight over the screen. Worked around and just in and out of the hands of Carter Nilsson. So it'll be a turnover, Richland basketball. Bombers not made a substitution as of yet. Starting five still out there. Hornevent at the free throw line. Looking. Now I'm going to have to back out. Jackson Woodard through three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, nice block out by Pierce. Looking to run. The flowing locks behind him. Jack Pierce to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Rebound will be tipped. They're going to say it's G Prep basketball. Colt View will check into the lineup for Gonzaga Prep.
Love how aggressive G-Prep's being off the dribble, going to the hole. Worst thing that can happen, maybe you can actually, get some Richland Stars in foul trouble. They're going right at Hornibet. They're going right at Northrop. Just like this.
And Groves, a tough shot. Dylan Groves.
Twice now showing his strength down low.
Big hit and a steal on a miscommunication. Ryan Carney. Little hesitation. Nice defense by Northrop, but Carney fights through to get the bucket. 1 point Richland lead. Bombers quickly on the attack. Hornibet is fouled and will go to Richland basketball on the end baseline. Jackson Mott back in. A lot of 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" players on this Bullpup squad. They trail by 1. Jackson Woodard to the lane. He's turned away there. And Hornibet for 3, left wing, no good. Rebound collected by Skako under the basket. To Jackson Woodard, no good. Rebound by Jackson Mott. G-Prep could take the first lead of the contest. Few gets it over to Carney, left wing, guarded by Hornibet. Now switch. Few drives. Not anywhere for him to go, so he throws up. There's a lefty prayer, can't get it to fall. Skako with a rebound. Out to Northrop. 3 right in front of the Gonzaga prep bench, no good. So Carney looking to go. Gets it out to Few. Runs baseline, turns around. That's short, no good. Rebounded by Northrop. Looking to find Jackson Woodard. 3/4 court pass. Woodard, though, well defended. Northrop, turn around, fall away, good. He's hit 3 of those. This little Turner fallaways. Almost Akeem Olajuwon-like. For those of you who are old enough to remember Akeem Olajuwon. Pierce for 3. Rims around and falls out. Richland going to slow things down. Coach Earl Stroifert, 487 career wins. Learned his craft over at Walla Walla High School. So Hornibet into the lane, takes it. Right hand, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped out of Hornibet's hands by Jackson Mott. To Ryan Carney. They'll bring it across half court. About 1 second difference between game and shot clock. So Gonzaga Prep, for all intents and purposes, can take the final shot of the quarter. Carney slowing things down. Potentially using a screen by Mott. Doesn't use it after all. Spins into the block. Nowhere for him to go, and that sort of was a mess. Northrop, a desperation 3 off the top of the glass. End of 1. It's Richland 13, G-Prep 10. You're watching high school basketball on SWX.
Up local sports.
Picture your favorite DQ treat. Is it a blizzard or maybe a cone? Are you feeling a shake? Whatever it is, stop picturing it. Get your hands on a real DQ treat today. Only at DQ Happy. Tastes good. Bullpups basketball to start the second quarter. Richland with the three-point advantage. Carney brings it across half court. Guarded by Josiah Skako. Now they get it. Carter Nielsen. Such a balanced attack with his G-Prep squad. Who's going to be the hero tonight? Groves kicks it. Now they got 7 on the shot clock. Nielsen, top of the key, is going to have to shoot for 3. Might have been partially deflected. Landed Northup quickly across half court for Richland. Pops well beyond the three-point line, a little bit short. Few drives, looks, backs up. Now they look out. Nice pass underneath Dylan Groves. He's got 6.
Fantastic find by Mott there in the slashing run.
Mott not scored yet, but he's got a couple of big rebounds and a nice assist. Few playing aggressive defense. Knocked it away, but Richland able to retain. 13-12, the Bomber lead. Horniment drives. On the other side, they kick it out. Jackson Woodard for 3. Left side, and it goes. Jackson Woodard gets it to fall.
Woodard quite the sharpshooter, 43% on the year.
Caden Schultz with the assist after making his first opportunities of the game. Q backing up now. Kicks it out over to Nielsen. Top of the key. Backs off 10 on the shot clock. Works it around Carney. Into the lane. Turn around. Knocked out of his hands. No whistle. Officials letting him play. Jackson Woodard kicks right wing for 3 off the iron. No good. Rebound. Nice job by Jackson Mott to sky up and grab the board. 16-12 Bomber lead. Just under 6 to go here in the half. Few trying to fight off the Jackson Woodard defense. Game pretty physical so far. Groves into the lane. Has a guy open, but he takes it himself. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Schultz. And Richland on the attack. Quickly, Skako, baseline jumper. Long rebound. Jackson Woodard can't get it to fall. Got a little 2 underneath the basket. Now Ryan Carney to the hoop. Gets it. Can't get it to fall. And again, players given a little leeway right now in this game. It is a hard physical game. Northrop crossover 3, no. Rebounded by Mott. Drives, dishes up. Carney, they'll kick it around. Now to Groves. He leads Gonzaga Prep with 6. Jackson Mott into the lane. The lefty into the middle of the lane and good. Jackson Mott gets it to go.
Good footwork by Mott there. It looks like Richland's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, Coach Earl Schweifert calls a timeout there. But as you can tell, and I would imagine you sort of have to figure out how they're going to call the game as you look at that nice little lefty hook. 13-14. Defensive affair so far midway through the second quarter. Jackson Woodard, pass stolen. That goes to Carter Nielsen, who's got Few, and it's a little bit of a firm pass. And they're going to call a foul there on Jack Pierce. So we'll take a timeout. 3:47 to go in the half. It's Richland 18, G-Prep 14. You're watching high school basketball on SWX.
can get involved.
We'd like to thank proud sponsor of high school basketball, Perfection Glass, your window and door specialist in the Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, and surrounding areas for more than 50 years. Give them a call today for a free in-home estimate or visit them online at perfectionglass.com.
Do you think she's taking stats there?
That's
hardcore.
There are a lot of people that love to come to the game, keep their own stats. It's usually a baseball game where that happens. But it will be Richland basketball after the foul on Gonzaga Prep. Relatively low foul count, just the first of the quarter by either side. Hornevent thinking about the three, instead pulls up a couple feet in and knocks it down. Lance Hornevent was looking for a foul on it, didn't get it. Sends the lead to 6. Now Richland showing some full court pressure. And then the foul will be on Jackson Woodard. Gonzaga Prep did break the press. First on Jackson, first on the team here in the quarter. Loud enough that they are having a hard time communicating the inbounds play from Coach McIntyre to what was Carter Nielsen. They switched it out to Vince Moore. Now Few looking, has to back out. Swing around, right side. Carty has it. And then they push off on Carter Nielsen. Oh, it's going to be on Colt Few, actually. First personal, second team foul as Dylan Groves will check back in. (20-14). As Hornevent cross midcourt. Woodard, his brother is Josh, of course, a great basketball player and football player. Jackson following in his footsteps. Northrop 3, no good. Landon with 6, but nothing from behind the arc. As Few has it. They work it down low. Now to Groves. Driving in on Hornevent. He's beaten him twice.
Mm-hmm. He's getting the shots he wants. He's a strong player. He's really utilizing that well.
Hornevent steps into a 3 off the back iron. No good. Rebounded Jackson Mott. And what is right now, everybody's a tree out there, I think. Groves kicks it out. 3 out of the corner for Colt Few. Good. Colt Few knocks it down. To the light of the G-Prep fans to my left. Hornevent backing down on Jackson Mott. Takes it, puts it up. Short. No good. Rebound. I'm going to say out of bounds off of Richland. Watch this pass though by Groves. Good vision, finds Colt Few. And a pure 3 from the corner. Gonzaga Prep has never led in this game. They can't hear, but they can get close. Nielsen to the hoop. Uses that off arm to block the defender. And puts it up and in with the left. Under 2 to go here in the half. Braylon Edwards, top of the key for the Bombers. Looking, trying to find any sort of help. Starting 5 out there for Richland. Hornevent drives, spins, turns it around in the lane, off the back iron, no good. Rebound, and Gonzaga Prep. Opportunity to take their first lead. Groves. Being guarded by Hornevent, looking. Groves to the lane. And it might have partially been blocked. He's a little off balance, too. Coach McIntyre looking for a foul, not getting the whistle. Northrop for Richland. Kicks it out. Braylon Edwards, left wing for 3, off the iron. Rebound, Jackson Woodard. And it goes on the putback. Jackson Woodard. Right place, right time. Rebounds more about want to than can. Now Edwards nearly with a steal. Double team out of the corner for Colt Few. They're able to break it. Now Carney for 3 off the backboard. No good. Rebound will end up in the hands of Ryan Carney. And he finds a wide open Jackson Mott in the lane. But a charge is called. Taking it there was Braylon Edwards.
Edwards sacrificing his body. Speaking of sacrificing that body, how about that diving tip by Nilsson to get his teammate the ball in the first place?
Just great efforts all around. Players hitting the floor at regular intervals here. 2.5 second difference between game and shot clock. So Richland can't necessarily take the final shot, but they can wind it way, way, way down. Woodard, 3 out of the left corner. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, Dylan Groves. And now Gonzaga prep to see what their plans are. Pierce, using a screen by Groves, drives to the lane. Jack, no good. Gets his own rebound, put back, and it goes! Jack Pierce at the buzzer. What an effort there. 1-point game. Richland 22, Gonzaga Prep 21. You're watching high school basketball on SWX. Krigler Insurance Agency is proud to be a part of high school basketball on SWX. Decades of experience, personalized service located in the Uptown Shopping Center in Richland for home, auto, RVs, boats, and ATVs. Isn't it time you went with CIA? Krigler Insurance Agency. Give them a call, 509-946-4620. Let's go take a look at the first half highlights from this one, and there were a lot of defense. But there was still offense to be had. Lance Horniment, the leading scorer for Richland, 9 points, leads all scorers. Dylan Groves, one of 2 G-Prep Bull Pups with 6. Landon Northrup, no threes, but he does have 6 points on the night. And there's the dunk by Horniment. Dylan Groves, though, look, he's just been able to use his strength down low to get points when needed. Those were his 6. Jackson Mott, he's had a little bit of here, a little bit of that, and then nice little 3 from Colt Few out of the corner. Carter Nielsen with the left, and then nice little find there by Jackson Woodard. But look at this effort by Jack Pierce. He misses the first shot, goes up for his own rebound, puts it back 2 seconds before the buzzer sounds.
And that's going to be this game. It's going to be putbacks. It's going to be, super. It's already been super physical. Bodies flying all around the floor. It's playoff basketball. I love it.
Your score again at half. It's Richland 22, Gonzaga Prep 21. We'll be back with more. You're watching high school basketball on SWX.
Or go to alanon.org.
Get any party started with a classic DQ fudge and crunch cake or a Blizzard treat cake. They're available at your local DQ in sizes and designs for any occasion. DQ, happy, tastes good. 22-21 here on SWX. Let's take a look at what else is coming up down the pike on one of the greatest channels in the region. We'll replay this game. That'll happen on Sunday, February 22nd at 5:30. It also will live on our YouTube channel. Just search SWX Local Sports on YouTube. Coming up tomorrow, Saturday, February 21st at 6 o'clock, the Spokane Chiefs will be in Kennewick to take on the Tri-City Americans. That great Highway 395 rivalry gets going tomorrow at 6 o'clock with Craig West and Evan Davis. Meanwhile, coming up on Wednesday, February 25th, Gonzaga Bulldog men host the Portland Pilots, looking for a little bit of revenge. And that one, Thursday the 26th, the Gonzaga women host St. Mary's. Next Friday, a week from tonight, the Spokane Chiefs back in Kennewick for another round of that rivalry at 7 o'clock. The next day, the two teams head back to the Lilac City at 6 o'clock for Tri-City visiting the Spokane Chiefs. And tomorrow on Nonstop Local, make sure you check out Gonzaga and Pacific. That game also at 6 o'clock. So you got two great options on our channels. Spokane Tri-City Hockey, Gonzaga Pacific Basketball. Your score here, Richland 22, Gonzaga Prep 21. We'll be back with the second half. You're watching high school basketball on SWX.
What could you lose in a home fire? Your possessions? Your home? Your memories? Don't let your world go up in smoke. Make sure you have working smoke alarms and keep children 3 feet away from anything that gets hot, because fire is everyone's fight.
What would you give for a child you loved? To make their wish come true? To help them fight a critical illness? Just imagine what you'd do. Every single one of us can make the stars align, because when we come together, hope and joy will shine.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Get ready to start the second half here at Art Daywall Gymnasium. Kevin Rounds, Jason Quintero along for the ride here. And Jason, both teams should be pretty happy with their defense. The offense has continued to struggle.
Defensively been a great game. We expected that. I mean, we alluded to it too with the talking about Northrop before the game. This is a really good defensive team in Richland as well as Gonzaga Prep. Everyone talks about, like we mentioned before, how many points Richland scores on a nightly basis. G Prep holding them 22 at half is pretty impressive. But this game's been everything we hope for in terms of, is it going to be close? Absolutely. Are we looking at maybe the 4A state champion coming out of this game here in District 6? Very, very possible. Very, very possible.
Yeah, we certainly have last year's state champion of the Gonzaga Prep Bullpups, and a team that's been consistently ranked number one in most of the neutral polls, and that is with the Richland Bombers.
But this is the test. This is what playoff basketball is all about. It's not going to be pretty. It's how can you find ways to win when you're not hitting threes, when you're not, doing the stuff that you're used to doing against weaker opponents in conference. How do you go and figure it out when things aren't looking good?
It's one of the reasons why Richland goes to Utah every year. Those are their three closest games of the season. Other than that, they've won every other game by double digits in the state of Washington. Northrop, as Richland gets the ball first, Northrop into the lane and goes. He's got 8. Carney will bring it across half court for the Bullpups. Looking. Now to Mott in the corner. 3 from Nilsson to tie. No good. Rebounded by Jackson Woodard. So Hornevit trying to back down on Groves, and he'll fall away for the jumper for 2. Early 4-0 run for the Bombers. Richland showing some three-quarter court pressure. Prep able to beat it. Now Nilsson, back cut to Pierce. He'll be knocked out of bounds off of Jackson Woodard. Quick hands by the junior. Look at that little fade away. That is more the dream shake from Akeem Olajuwon. You spin to the baseline and you just fall away, and it was an impossible shot to block. Kind of like the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar skyhook. Mott, lefty, up, no good. Rebound collected by Northrop, looking to run. They've got numbers to Hornevit. He's turned away. Nice job there by Jack Pierce. And then stolen temporarily by Jackson Mott. Gonzaga Prep ends up with it anyways. Carney to the lane, lefty good. Ryan Carney gets it to go. 3-point Richland lead. Northrop. And working around the perimeter. Coach Matty McIntyre looking for a foul on Landon Northrop. The push off as Hornevit to the lane, gets it to go. Little step through. Again, full court pressure. Gonzaga Prep breaks it easily. Groves to the lane, goes. Dylan Groves have a game, young man. 8 on the night.
He's been absolutely fearless tonight.
Hornevit for 3, off the mark, no good. Rebound, nice job boxing out by Jack Pierce. Bullpups and tie. Pierce drives, kicks it out. Carney, well beyond the 3-point line, will reset the offense. Pierce thought about the 3. Now Carney with the 3 to tie, off the mark. Neither team been particularly strong from beyond the arc as Northrop is short. Rebound tipped, collected by Groves, looking to run, gets it out to Nilsson. Nice job there by Carter. Nilsson can't get it to go, though, as he was trying to fend off Lance Hornevit. Northrop, baseline goes. Five-point Bomber advantage. Pierce has it right side, looking. Up top, Carney, top of the key for 3. Good. Ryan Carney knocks down the triple. Two-point game, 5 to go in the third. Downloaded Northrop. Turnaround jumper, Landon Northrop, short. Gonzaga can take the tie or take the lead. Carney. Ball knocked out of his hands. I think that might have been Jackson Woodard. And he'll get the pass on the other end, puts it up, and it goes. Jackson Woodard gets it to fall.
Richland gets out and runs in transition so quickly. As soon as that ball hits the floor, you had 3 Bombers sprinting the floor. Take a look at this again. Northrop's gone. Woodard sprinting the floor. Good find by Northrop. Woodard absorbing the contact, soft lay.
And great job after that play was Jackson Mott pulling the pups together, going, hey, let's calm down. It's getting a little bit more emotional right now. Woodard hits the free throw.
Good senior leadership there.
Calms the team down, gets everybody refocused. 3-point play after the foul. Prep looking. Double team up way near half court, and a timeout is called from Coach Matty McIntyre. Tried to do that once in the second quarter, but he didn't end up needing it. They'll take the full timeout. Gonzaga Prep trying to give the Richland Bombers their first loss of the season. The Lady Pups, unfortunately, were defeated. They lost to Chiawana earlier tonight. A great job, by the way, I want to say to the MCC. Not that it's rocket science, but G Prep was coming to the Tri-Cities. So let's get the games far enough separated in terms of time that fans of both teams can get to both games.
I don't know where they're going to fit coming over from Chiawana right now. This place is absolutely packed. I think the capacities here are something like 4,500 or something. I don't know where you're going to fit. It's just the AD had to get on the microphone 20 minutes before tip-off and tell everyone to scoot down. They still had over 100 people in line trying to get into this gym. They have some standing room area, landing zones, kind of extra people kind of just standing around everywhere. It's nuts in here.
33-28 our score. Richland the 5-point advantage. Prep with the basketball though, as Vince Moore checks in for Gonzaga Prep. One of the many options on this pup squad. 20 on the shot clock to start. Carney has it. A little bit of a look of a give and go, and now they're trying to backdoor to Ryan Carney. Stolen. Skako has it. Josiah Skako in the corner. Jackson Woodard in front of his bench. Off the mark. No good. Rebound tipped. They're going to say off of Gonzaga Prep and out of bounds. .4:17 to go here in the third. Inbounds. Lance Hornibet drives underneath the basket. A little reverse is good. Hornibet has 15 to lead the Bombers. Leading scorer for Richland this season. For all the accolades that landed Northrop, set a scoring record for career in a single game. Nice find to Carter Nielsen, and it goes. The and one for Carter Nielsen.
Good basketball there from Prep.
That foul will go against Jackson Woodard. Let's see if we get it together. 3:59 to go. Take timeout. Richland 35, Bullpups 30. You're watching high school basketball on SWX.
Your podcasts.
Bullpups opportunity to cut the lead to 4 at the free throw line here. 35-30. Relatively low scoring first half already. It's been 13-9 second half. No, sorry. 13. Yeah, 13-9.
You told me there was no math, Kevin.
I apologize.
That's why I came.
That's my fault. That's my fault. I'll try to do the math from here on out.
Appreciate that.
Nielsen steps to the free throw line. That rims out, no good. Rebounded by Hornibet. Only one pup in double figures as Hornibet drives to the lane and gets it to go. Kind of a sort of dunk there.
I almost got rim checked at first and he just pushed it in.
The biggest lead, I think, of Richland. Down low to Groves. Pierce, corner three, off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Carney, though, so Gonzaga Prep maintains possession. They work it. Nice find down low to Ryan Carney. Up and under, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped into the hands of Jackson Woodard. Doesn't have numbers, so he'll slow things down after he collects the basketball. Northrop drives, and there's going to be a blocking foul to the chagrin of the Gonzaga Prep bench. That's fouls on Ryan Carney, third personal, second team foul.
Carney, the only player in the game with 3 fouls right now. Not significant foul trouble for either team.
He's also the leading scorer, so for Gonzaga Prep, he needs to be careful. He was trying to take the charge. Prep with it. Kearney, top of the key. Now looking. Jackson Mott, he'll take a three. Off the iron. Rebound into the hands of Josiah Skako. Northrop, deep three for Landon. Northrop rims out. Yet to hit a triple has Landon. He'll knock that ball away though off of Jack Pierce.
Good recovery speed by Northrop there. He got dribbled by at first, was able to catch up. Knock it out of bounds, disrupt the possession.
Key moments here for Gonzaga Prep. Richland is starting to expand their lead. The Bullpups need to start chipping a little bit away. Jack Pierce. A foul will be called on Jackson Woodard.
That's going to be 3 on Woodard.
So that's 3 on him. Again, a largely foul-free contest. As Nilsson and Mott will come out. Vince Moore and Colt Few check into the lineup.
So both Kearney and Woodard stay on the floor with 3 fouls.
Kearney guarded by Skako. Now, screen had some temporary opportunities, but well defended by Richland. Down low. Right. Vince can't get it blocked by Northrop. Now the ball bouncing away. Rebound blocked by Oh, it's a foul is going to be called. Vincent Moore battling. Foul actually go against Landon Northrop. That's his first. 13 foul. There's Vincent Moore. Can't get that one to go. Second free throw. And he misses them both. You got to knock those down for Gonzaga Prep. They're going to give you 3 points. Take them. Northrop drives into the lane. Has 2 defenders on him. Can't get it to go. Rebound tapped, collected by Moore. Vince looking for help. Now to Groves. The big man across half court. Gets it to Pierce. Double team on the sideline. They have Colt Few wide open underneath the basket. And he almost were able to get it to him. Well defended, and then a foul called on Gonzaga Prep.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Kevin Skako diving out of bounds, saves that ball, hits the net, gets caught up in the net, goes straight to a Bomber player.
Fouls on Jack Pierce, that's his third. So 2 Bullpups have 3. Carter Nilsson will check in for Pierce. (37-30) Richland. Very close defensive physical battle. Northrop turnaround good.
That's just so tough to defend, Kevin.
Has the ball high in his hands when he releases.
Such a high release point. Unblockable.
And again, Pratt needs to get things going offensively. Colt Few, jumper off the back iron. No good. Rebound. We foul on Groves. So, but just look at this by Northrop. This
little
spin,
step back.
Step
you
back.
Can't, yeah, it's just so tough to defend when you have that mid-range. Mid-range is not dead, kids. Work on your mid-range.
Especially if you can spin and turn around and fall away like that. Much easier said than done, I promise you. Hornevet trying to back down. Jackson Mott gets to the block. Into the lane, and Mott falls down. And our first double-digit lead of the game. The relatively dominant third quarter by the Bombers. Kearney drives into the lane. Lefty, no good. Wanted that, felt a little forced to me. Hornevet. And then there's a wet spot on the floor. I think that's where...
Yeah, referee timeout for the wet spot.
Yeah. That's just player safety right there. Between 4 and 5 seconds difference between game and shot clock. Andrew Yarno will check into the lineup for the Bullpups. His first action of the night. They try to save Ryan Kearney.
Sorry, Kevin, this is a big possession here for G Prep, down 11. Want to keep this close.
If they can get any sort of turnover or stop, they might have an opportunity to make it single digits again. Northrup, left wing, right in front of the student section. 10 on the shot clock. Hornivett into the lane, bounces, kicks around, rebounded, collected by Andrew Yarno, and a timeout called by Matty McIntyre.
McIntyre's quick on the trigger on that. As soon as he saw the loose ball, his player falling down, he's running at the ref, calling timeout. 11.3 seconds left for G-Prep to cut in this 11-point deficit.
There's heads-up plays that need to be made on the court, and sometimes right next to the court, and that was a good job. Andrew Yarno had it. He calls the timeout. So that'll be quick 30-second timeout for G-Prep.
This is the really first time in the game as well, Kevin, where you feel some momentum for either team. It's been such a back-and-forth affair for the first 2.5 quarters, and then about halfway through the third, really felt Richland gained some momentum. I think you used the word forced there at the end for one of the possessions for G-Prep, and I agree. Seems like they were getting flustered, frustrated. A lot of this three-quarter pressure that Richland's been putting on.
And they've only scored 9 points in this third quarter. So it has been a rough quarter for them. 19 points in this quarter for Richland. Opportunity to wash away some of that lead for the Bullpups. Carney into the lane, drives, kicks it out. Pierce fakes the three. Now he's going to take the three at the buzzer, no good. 41-30, Richland at the end of three. We'll be back with the fourth quarter next. You're watching high school basketball on SWX. Bullpup basketball to start the fourth quarter. And a tall task ahead for G-Prep. Down 11. This is the team that won a 2-point state championship game against Puyallup in a hostile environment. Josiah Skako with a great play. So Richland gets the opportunity to strike first in the fourth. The point forward, that is Lance Hornivett. To Northrup, into the lane, puts it up and goes. Northrup is 14.
Good up and under by Northrup.
Nothing from beyond the arc, but he's hitting a lot of shots from inside.
Scorers find way to score multiple ways. Showing that tonight.
Nice drive. Groves gets to the hoop. using his size to get it to go.
Haven't seen much of that since second quarter. Really grows, really aggressive in the first 2 quarters of the game.
Down low, nice find to Northrup. Looking for a foul, doesn't get it.
I'd like to see him go again here. Oh.
And then Skako tips the ball away and ends up kind of scrambling. Grove's going to shoot from distance, no good. Rebound collected by Jackson Woodard. Lots of state playoff experience of both these teams. Going to be ready for Tacoma. Hornivett for 3. Good. Lance Hornivett with the triple.
22 points already for Hornivett.
The Bombers' 14-point lead starting to put the distance. Pierce underneath the basket. No foul called. Rebound into the hands of Landon Northrup. He'll drive to the lane and a foul called there. No fouls on Jackson Mott, his second personal, team first. This is a 1-point game at half. Richland starting to use the second half to their advantage. What's crazy is that I think Richland has played their starters all but a couple of minutes. Caden Schultz got a couple of minutes. Other than that, if you were there to start the game, you're still there.
Well, like we were talking about off camera before, Kevin, there's a really good chance that should Richland win this game, they become the number 1 seed at the 4A state tournament.
A rare free throw line miss from Landon Northrup, but it does happen. Even the best miss it once in a while. Groves trying to drive in on Northrup, kick it out. 15 on the shot clock. Pierce for 3. Good. Jack Pierce knocks down the triple.
Huge 3 from Pierce to keep Prep in the game.
They need a couple of stops and a couple more of those, and things start to get a little more nervous for Richland. Northrup trying to answer with a 3 of his own. That one goes. Finally, he hit the 3. He's been waiting for that. He's missed about a half dozen of them, I think.
His reaction was almost one of relief, right? Where he's like, okay, finally. Just as you said, Kevin. You knew it was a matter of time before he gets a look out there that he finishes. 14-point lead now for Richland all of a sudden.
17 points for Landon Northrup. Which is kind of crazy to think that, yeah, he was just not finding the mark from 3. He's got unlimited range out there. Just wasn't getting them to go. Answers the Jack Pierce with 3 with a 3 of his own.
And if you're Prep right now, it's all about just stopping the bleeding 1 possession at a time, getting stops. Second chance points, hit the boards. Slow down this Richland offense. It's really found itself, really found its groove here in the last probably 8 minutes or so.
Yeah, after really struggling in that first half, only getting 22, very low number. Now Coach Earl Stroyford going to implement some full court pressure. That timeout just to do exactly that. No, it's more of a cursory kind. Groves, well defended out there, pass nearly stolen by Braylon Edwards, but he just knocks it out of bounds. Groves picking up his dribble a little bit on the early side, got himself almost in a heap of trouble. Gonzaga Prep, though, able to maintain possession. Carney finds Groves, nice back cut to Jack Pierce, pump fake, and that's got to count, it does.
Goaltend there, yep.
Jack Pierce will get it to go. He's got 7. Nice find, Jack Pierce down low. Northrup drives, spins, back into the lane, fall away. Short, no good. Rebounded by Jackson Mott, and I think they're going to get him on a push. That is exactly what they'll do. Jackson Mott with a push to get the rebound. Third on him, second team foul. Northrup inbounds to Skako.
Oh!
Blocked from behind. Oh, a foul called late. That was Vince Moore. First on Vincent Moore. As Dylan Groves will check back in after the first free throw. As the whole building goes absolutely dead quiet for Skako.
Skako 54% for the year from the free throw stripe.
Nick knocks the boat down right there.
So the 54% Skako hit both, and 77% Northrop missed both. You never know. You never know.
Carney to Groves. Down to Carney. Drives. Can't get it to go. Rebound tip collected by Jackson Woodard. Richland trying to expand to their biggest lead of the game. Northrop. Using a screen from Edwards, but not much there to go with. They'll work around the perimeter. Hornevent gets it, top of the key. Three is good, lands Hornevent. 25 for the Eastern Washington Eagle of 26-27. 17-point lead. Groves for three to answer, no good. Rebound, bouncing, and a foul because I think that will be on Skako. And with 4:23 to go, it's getting close to desperation time for the Bullpups.
It's going to take plays like that. You just saw Pierce flying on the floor trying to gain that rebound there, drawing a foul on Skako.
Again, Gonzaga Prep hasn't lost to Richland in 15 years. That game in November of 2011. Also here at Art Daywall Gymnasium.
12 in a row Gonzaga Prep's won against Richland. That's insane.
Much of them in districts of the state tournament.
Yep.
In fact, Gonzaga Prep 16-3 against Richland in postseason play. Bullpups basketball, down low to Groves. Double team comes from the backside. Jackson Woodard knocks it out of bounds. Thought he should have had it. .23 on the shot clock. They'll get it back into Groves. Smart play there. Move all the way entirely into backcourt to retrieve. Groves to the lane. Good. Dylan Groves gets it to fall. Northup will bring it across half court for the Bombers. We'll work around. Hornevent. Little screen and go. Stops from about 8. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Groves. Gonzaga Prep looking to run. Out front, Nilsson. Nice find and a good job there by Carter Nilsson. And a timeout by Gonzaga Prep. We'll take a timeout as well. Richland leads by 13. You're watching high school basketball on SWX.
care.org.
Heading into the stretch drive at Art Daywall Gymnasium. Richland leads by 13. Gonzaga Prep, though, a couple of quick buckets right there. A lot more of that for the Bullpups. Defense turning into quick baskets. That's what they need. Packed house here Everyone excited about this Richland Bombers squad. Number 1 team in the Coaches Bowl. Number 1 in Scorebook Live. Number 1 in Varsity Washington. Pretty much number 1 wherever you can find it. Except for the RPI.
I was about to say, except for the RPI. Have them
the computers don't have them
fourth right now. Gonzaga Prep 5th in RPI.
Got to think, though, Bombers win this one. They're probably the top seed in the state brackets, which will be announced on Sunday. Opening round of the state tournament a week from today and a week from tomorrow. Northrop pops out for 3. Doesn't get it to go, but he's fouled. That'll be, I believe, 4 on Jack Pierce. And that was just simply getting a little too underneath Landon Northrop. In the NBA, they've had to get you to stop kicking your feet out when you shoot it to try to draw the foul. Don't know that that's worked its way down to the high school level just yet.
Thanks, James Harden.
Yeah, oh, jeez. Second free throw, good. This Richland team can attack you from so many different ways. It's so talented. So go down as one of the tougher matches they've had to play, but still double-digit lead. Pierce for 3, left wing, good. Jack Pierce knocks it down. Responds to the three free throws with 3-pointers. Under 3 to go. Jackson Woodard, he's going to shoot a 3 himself. That one goes. Shane turns to the student section.
Here's that explosive offense we were talking about all game. Finally seeing it here in the fourth quarter. 9 points, 3 possessions from the Richland Bombers.
At halftime this was 22-21. You can see the triple right there by Jackson Woodard. And that's really what's so dangerous about this Bomber squad.
You cannot take one possession off defensively.
Yeah, they're quick, they attack, and about half the team can shoot from beyond the arc. So Ryan Carney hits the triple. He's got 14 to lead the Bullpups.
Carney and Pierce been huge, keeping G-Prep in this game. Down under 3 minutes, though.
This is the end where G-Prep needs to take care of business. One possession at a time. Hornevet into the lane. Has to pass it out. 15 on the shot clock. Richland not going to be in any real major hurry. Northrop stops. He's going to shoot from 3. That goes Landon Northrop from beyond the arc. And Earl Streufert going to call a timeout for the Bombers. 2:03 to go. 16-point Richland advantage. And just every time it feels like Gonzaga Prep's just on the brink, possibly, of making a run to get back into this, Richland answers. And that's why they're the top team in the state.
And you think about how not pretty the first 3 quarters was for Richland.
Yeah.
Just finding ways to get buckets regardless if they're hitting their threes or not. And it was everybody. It was Woodard, who's 43%. It was Northrop, who's 42%. Hornevet did hit an early one, then missed a couple. But it's been, they're just grinding away defensively. They've been all over G-Prep, really suffocating in their 3-quarter press, causing turnovers.
And they've done this with a short rotation.
Very short.
Caden Schultz is the only guy off the bench that's gotten any time, and it was only a couple of minutes. But I think if you're Coach Matty McIntyre, you also might be telling your team, hey, look, these are the guys to beat. You want to go to Tacoma Dome and repeat? You need to be able to beat Richland. Doesn't necessarily have to be today, but you need to be able to take confidence from this game.
Great learning experience for the Prep guys.
Once you get to the Tacoma Dome, things can get a little bit interesting sometimes.
Yep, because obviously these are the defending 4A state champions in Gonzaga Prep, but a lot of these guys, didn't play as much as they did, or are playing more this year than they did last year in that run, except for a few.
Richland's 3 years removed as well from making a state title game, when Landon Northrop and Lance Hornevet were just freshmen. Pierce drives, baseline, little floater, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Northrop, looking to run. Northrop looks, finds Braylon. A nice effort by Groves to get back. Carney, nice take to the hoop. Stretches out to hold the defender off for the lay-in. Just 90 seconds remaining, though. And Richland looking almost insurmountable at this point. Jackson Woodard. Guarded by Nilsson. Loses the control of the basketball. Northrup saves it, but luckily gets into the hands of Lance Hornibet with 8 on the shot clock. Takes it to the hoop for the easy lay. 16-point advantage with 60 seconds remaining. Groves into the lane. Stop there. Kicks it out. Now we'll get another opportunity, this time from 3. Dylan Groves off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Jackson Mott. Put back no good. Foul was called. And we'll see how the two coaches handle these final 47 seconds. Look at this play by Landon Northrup. And it just ends up in the hands of Lance Hornibet. Gets to the hoop and finds himself some space. We'll see if either coach decides to pull the starters. Mott hits the first. Does look like Gonzaga Prep will do that. So coming in now for Gonzaga Prep will be Colt Few, Andrew Yarno, Luis Garcia, and then when the time comes, Michael Monick. Looks like Richland will do the same. As Mott hits the free throw. So coming in for the Richland Bombers, Caden Schultz, Nash Powers, Zach Landers, Caden Mitchell. And there's one more I'm missing here, I think. Oh, and Lance Johnson. Both coaches recognizing where the game is going to end. Get an opportunity to get some young players in here. A screen and go, well defended by G. Prep. Maybe it's Michael Monick, like money, but with a K instead of a Y. Monick. Colt Few. Everyone knows that last name in the Spokane area. Drive, blocked. At the apex, it's blocked. Another opportunity, fall away for, I think that was Andrew Yarno. Can't get it to go. Rebound into the hands of Richland. Caden Schultz looking to run. No one has to shoot the rest of the way. Now Yarno to the bucket, and good. Andrew Yarno gets on the scoreboard. His first points of the night. That'll be where we end the final score of this one. Richland 65, Gonzaga Prep 53. The Bombers are your district champions in the GSL MCC Crossover District Tournament. .12 Richland lead, their closest game in the state of Washington this season, actually. They had some single-digit wins while they were in Utah. But congratulations to the Richland Bombers. They are the district title holders for the 25-26 season, and they put their stamp, I think, Jason, on making claims as the top team in the state. Certainly maybe the number 1 seed.
You could tell from the reaction when the final whistle blew, when the guys, the starters came back on the floor, celebrated with the fans, celebrated with the teammates. This game means a lot to them, and I don't, they haven't beat G Prep. They're always, not always, but almost every year playing them in districts and have lost the last 12, finally getting that monkey off their back and beating Gonzaga Prep here at the Wall Gym.
So, Gonzaga Prep, they now await their seeding on Sunday. You'd imagine it'll be pretty good. I mean, they should get an opportunity perhaps to get a home game next week.
Especially if Richland does in fact get the 1 seed. This doesn't hurt G Prep that much in their, in their seeding for state.
All right. So congratulations again to the Richland Bombers. We hope we'll get one of their players over here in just a moment, but they're going to celebrate by taking opportunities to cut down the nets. And it'll start with Lance Hornibet, the senior. Jason, I'm going to send you down there, see if you can grab that senior right there cutting the net, since I think he'll be free for us. And that opportunity. So I think what we'll do right now is we'll take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we'll hope to have a conversation with one of the Richland Bombers. Again, your final, Richland 65, Gonzaga Prep 53. You're watching high school basketball on SWX.
fits all.
Kevin Rounds, Jason Quintero back here at Art Daywall Gymnasium, joined by senior Lance Hornevent of the Richland Bombers. First off, congratulations, Lance. You guys are district champions.
Yeah, it's really good to be back here again for, of course, another game, and then to win it is a whole other thing. So,
what does it mean to you guys to be district champions and to beat Gonzaga Prep, a team that you face, it seems like, in this situation year after year?
Yeah, I know my coach has an even longer history than me, but I've played them 3 times and lost 3 times, so it's good to finally get one.
What do you think this win and this team said tonight to the committee as they get ready to set the brackets on Sunday?
I don't see us being any other seed than number 1. I don't see any other team being better than us. So.
All right, so then if you guys get that number 1 seed, you're the favorites to win the state championship. What do you need to do next week and then in Tacoma to make good on that promise that you almost had a couple of years back?
I just feel like we need to stay consistent. I feel like we've been doing a really good job of getting a little bit better every day, even though it's this far into the season. That's about it.
All right, Lance, thanks a lot. Yeah. Best of luck to you, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Lance Hornevent, their senior for the Richland Bombers. Leading scorer in this district championship game, leading scorer on the year as well. So congratulations to him, getting back down, celebrating with his team. All right, Jason, final thoughts as we get to this one and enjoy a little bit of party atmosphere here at Art Ewald.
Yeah, no, they proved everything they wanted to prove. You heard Lance talk about he's played them 3 times. It's been a struggle to beat G-Prep. It's got to be satisfying for them, but all in all, it's a win for 509 basketball, for Eastern Washington basketball. G-Prep showed that they can give Richland everything they can handle for 3 quarters there. But yeah, and I just love the physicality of playoff basketball. Every possession counts in playoff basketball. It's just a lot of fun and is everything we hoped it could be.
So congratulations again to the Richland Bombers. A reminder, coming up on Sunday, the brackets will be released, and a replay of this game happens at 5:30. So you can catch that game on SWX. Tomorrow on SWX, we'll have the Tri-City Americans and the Spokane Chiefs live from Toyota Center in Kennewick over on Nonstop Local, as you see the crowd and the student section getting in with them. Over on Nonstop Local tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Watch yourself, Adrian. Watch yourself. You'll get an opportunity to see the Gonzaga Bulldogs take on Pacific. Maybe you start with that game and move over to the hockey game. That hockey game should be really fun. Always a great and exciting time. Jason, thank you so much for joining us on this basketball season. We'll see you coming up probably another month or so when we start getting into our boys soccer routine.
I love it. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Favorite time of year, state playoff basketball. Looking forward to soccer in the fall.
Big thank you to Adrian Ochoa and the great folks here at the Richland School District and Richland High School. A huge thanks to Matt Funk and all the crew in the truck, on the cameras, and all the work they put in to make sure that we try to make our broadcast look as good as possible. For Jason Quintero, I'm Kevin Rounds. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your night.
Just think, what if we didn't have local TV and radio? Where would I go for local sports, local politics, a mayor, city council, stuff that affects me every day? How about health? Who's covering things that endanger my family? I need to know now, as it happens, from sources I trust, people in my community. No agenda, no bias like you find on cable and social media. Just facts. For news I can trust, I stay local.